Morning and welcome back to Kibworth Cricket Club. It is the third match for the Leicestershire Foxes in the Metrobank One Day Cup 2025, and we are here to take on the Outlaws. My name is Jesvin Nelisari. I'll be on commentary for you alongside Mr. Roman Walker. How are you, Roman?
Morning, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolute scorcher, isn't it?
Oh, well. The Foxes looks good, as always. Crowd are definitely within 5 yards of the boundary, so anybody listening to what here, please. Boundaries don't look too bad. Longer side, one side, I'd say. And the outfield looks like it's going to be rigged.
Looks like usually at Kibworth we have a sort of a more pace and bounce when you're bowling, so see ball flying flat going towards the many fans. They around 1,800 fans here today. It's a nice increase from last year. We had 1,300 for the game last year against Surrey, so yeah, lovely to be back at the house.
Absolutely, I think this one day really gives a great chance to show how good it can be, and like you say, 1,800 fans in today. I think we'll see a hell of atmosphere as the Lions take their way out. Do you want to take this one?
I will do. All right, Aris and Dak Shantry are leading out onto the field of play. In case you missed it, Leicestershire won the toss and will be batting first. So opening the batting for your Leicestershire Foxes, Sol Buddinger and Rishi Patel, and they're going to be first on a beautiful day here at I'm now in position, putting the bails onto the stumps. We have a look at the Nottinghamshire Outlaws team. They've made two changes from their last outing when they were bowled out for 214, ended up losing by 127 runs against the other East Midlands side, Derbyshire. They made two changes from their team. In come Liam Patterson-White and Freddie McCann, replacing James Hayes and Daniel Sams.
Am I right in saying they've both come in from the 100 as well?
I believe so.
And Leicestershire squad news. If I'm right in saying, I think Lewis Hill misses out today, with Ben Mike coming back from injury, as many fans will be happy to hear, and joins the squad here at Kibworth for the third One Day Cup game.
Yeah, Ben Mike back in the side after almost a full season out with hamstring injuries in both left and right hamstrings. It's been a torrid time for him, but you as a Leicestershire player, you must be absolutely buzzing for him.
Absolutely, I'm as a housemate as well. So I live with the great man, and you know, you sit. Oh, here he is. Look, he's just walked past us, giving me a grin. He looks a happy man today, and it's a great time to see all the hard work he's put in rehab come good and get himself back in to the team.
Lovely to see. We weren't expecting to be batting too high up the order for now, but as we are ready to get going, we've got Rishi Patel taking strike, Sol Buddinger's down at the non-striker's end, and Brett Hutton has ball in hand for the Notts Outlaws. Roman, I'll leave it to you.
Game on!
So in comes Hutton to bowl first up, and it is placed to perfection by Rishi Patel through the point region. First ball, first boundary for the Foxes.
A fairly innocuous back of a length loosener from Brett Hutton there, outside off, and Rishi Patel trademark just stands up on it, punches it through, and I mean from that, that's good, out quick.
Good start there for Patel last time out, stuck, so good to see him in the runs immediately. As he gets ball over the wicket again, right arm base, had a big shout for LBW, and he's been given. Rishi Patel, first ball went for 4, next one good on the pads, and Nottinghamshire have struck very early, annoying 4-1.
Interesting to look at the replay there. Actually, the ball did look like to shoot quickly at his pad. That's just from the side. I mean, we're on a 45, we can't see a goal. But as you know, he's very skillful both ways, and he gets a lot of wickets like that.
Frustration there for Rishi Patel. It was solid with the boundary, but been caught on the book. Maybe wasn't expecting the bounce too much there. But yeah, he's gone for 4, so we're 4 for 1. And Ian Holland the bat at number 3.
Ian Holland, Dutchy, he's had a good start to the comp. Do you know what? I made a few notes yesterday, and I'm going to get them out.
I'm looking forward to this.
So, I think that is. Let's have a look.
That's a blank page.
Yeah, I can't find them. How good is this? Look at hearing. Fantastic. We'll start today, yeah?
It can only go up from here.
I didn't know last year he got wickets at 33, and that's about it. That's lovely, me notes. But he's batting right now.
That's not important. He's in the middle. Unfortunately, he's out a bit too early, I think, because we would have really wanted to see Rishi Patel and Bollinger on a good partnership for the opening stand, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. As a fan, we've watched a couple of years of cricket now with back.
In comes again. Right arm over the stump. It's going to be left by Ian Holland through to the wicket-keeper Tom Moores. Plenty of people still making their way to their seats. I say seats, they brought their own seats for this one. Plenty of deck chairs out, basking in the glorious Leicestershire sunshine. Home to see a good day of cricket. Fourth ball of the over now, and bowls left again by Bob for Leicestershire. Obviously, you don't want to throw away your wickets too early again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it does happen. That's cricket. Wickets are big for the bowling seat. It's up to us, and I think she's exactly what we do here, just getting a feel for the pitch, leaving a few balls we can. And as we see, we're more than good enough to put on the runs. Lines.
Fifth now bowling, and it's carefully east towards mid-wicket. Another double.
Probably slightly shorter, but it does seem that length is shot through a bit quicker than what the back of a length balls that have been dug in have, which could be something to keep an eye out as the game goes on.
Can maybe look to see Alex Green using such when we go round to bowl.
Absolutely.
Last ball of the over now. In it comes, and it's defended away by Dutchy, Ian Holland. And after the first over, the Foxes are 4 for 1. Rishi Patel going early.
Yeah, again, the last ball of the over there dug in a little bit more by Brett Hutton and seemed to bounce through more hip height than the balls that were just slightly fuller and seemed to shoot through to almost top of the pad, knee roll. It's going to be, by the looks of it, Rob Lord opening the bowling from the pavilion end.
Rob Lord for the Notts Outlaws. He is one of 3 players that are the joint highest wicket takers for the Outlaws in this Metro Bank One Day Cup so far. 5 wickets for him. He took 2 for 76 in their defeat to Derbyshire. A good young bowler that Notts call, 24-year-old, breaking into the side recently, and we'll see what he can do against the mighty Sol Buddinger. He's had back-to-back 50-plus scores, including a ton when we were here at Kibworth for the first time. Here comes Rob Lord over the wicket, and it is cut away. The boundary rider will not get there, and Sol Buddinger is off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, Sol enjoys batting here. No one can take away the fact that he scored the first professional 100 at Kibworth. That was, I want to say, 2 years ago. And that was amazing to watch. Just when the man's out, for me, there's no one better to watch in the county game. Start from him there, late cut, pretty trademark for Sol. And Rob looking for a comeback as he turns.
Then Rob Lord. So this time way over onto the legs. This is running away towards the boundary rope. Will it reach there? It's a slide from one, and they will keep it just to 2 runs there. Incidentally, by the way, that boundary from Sol Buddinger took him to 900 list day runs for Leicestershire.
Well, I know, knowing him, he'll be looking to bring up 1,000 if he does know that stat this game.
No one can do, especially at Kibworth. Like you mentioned, the ton in the first game ever at Kibworth. Lord comes in again, and this one is left.
I used to carry that on to and Rob Lord's not short of pace away, as old mate tripped out a strike right in the middle. Don't want to stick that, will we?
Sound to me. Ball at the now for ball number 4 in this over, as Roman sets up our microphone again. Defended this time by Buddinger. Comfortable. I think he looks very comfortable. Thank you for setting that back up.
No problem. Hopefully no one else trips over it. It's not the easiest thing to miss. It's set on a big black box. Yeah. With a big patch of grass.
with a big black tent also not too far away from it.
Absolutely, and a big wire coming from it. I mean, it really is hard to miss.
Fifth ball of the over then. Here comes Rob Lord once more. Budinger looked like he edged it there, but false alarm from the ball.
So that's in from offloading. He found his end after the third couple.
And Rob was late pretty early here. First cut away nicely by Budinger. Second one a little bit closer to the pad, but
yeah, we know. I think Rob, as you say, jointly like it, but not go far, short piece.
Final video. Budinger lets it come up high into that, but playing it towards the non-region. That's the end over. 4-1 last year.
Yeah, steady start. Obviously, I think the we would have liked not to have lost the wicket, but 10 for 1, 5 and over. I think the pitch has shown that it's good enough to sort of knock a few runs about, and the outfield, like we say, is quick enough. I mean, the backward cut there from Sol just behind point really did run away quite quickly, away from third man. So, I mean, I don't want to put the knockers on it, but we could see a high run scoring game today.
Let's hope so, and let's hope so for the crowd that's come in today. Plenty of them with bucket hats. Of course, bucket hat day here at Kibworth. Brett Hutton to continue. Ball in two. Ian Holland, he swings at it, misses, and it goes gracefully into the hands of Tom Moores.
Yeah, it's the old school Kibworth bounce there, really. I mean, it's a couple of years ago it was known for being a good bouncy pitch with a bit of pace in it. I think the last couple of years it's slowed down slightly from that, but as that ball went through there, similar with the ball from last over from Rob Lord that really carried through. It looks to be quite a bouncy pitch.
In comes Hutton again. That one is edged towards the third man boundary. Third man is well positioned to keep that to 1, and Ian Holland's off the mark.
I feel sorry for the umpires with a left-hand, right-hand partnership, having to run from square leg to square leg every ball if they get a 1.
Well, isn't it? Again to Sol Budinger. He wanted on the ball.
Sorry, not the boys gets to know everything about it. Although his game has developed last couple of years, it's shown for what it was at not. I think we'll see, unless it's a bad ball, I think we'll see Hunt trying to Sol to the foot a bit early off the back, because we know Sol's pretty through the square leg and region.
In comes Hutton again. Flicked off the pad by Sol Budinger. You literally just said it there. The square region on his back foot, and it's tucked away nicer for us. Ball.
Not any man. I think that's Ollie Hook, the great man, follows us everywhere. But he hasn't learned not to bend down in front of boundary rope when a ball's rolled towards you. You really take one in the teeth.
Fifth ball again to
yeah, and I think that the pitch is showing us that there's good pace and bounce. Good break, you know, I mean, Brett not the fast bowler in Kent Crook, but Pommels is still a good 20-25 yards back there, and it's still carrying through to him very, very nicely.
Plenty of pace and bounce for the third over. Hard not flick the leg side pass again by Budinger. Straight to the deep final leg. That was Rob Lord. They'll get through for a single, and that's the end of third over. Leicestershire 1.
Again, another 6 runs off that over, and not really playing any shots out of hand. You know, it's timing, positioning, the picked up like it's playing very nicely at the moment. Certainly the new ball, as we know, as older the pitch can seem to be hit on, but set.
Rob Lord to continue from the other end. Ball into Budinger after strike. Flicked away again towards the leg of the boundary. Budinger jump 2, and they'll come back comfortably. Can run. Again, in the example of the downfield, they could see there.
Yeah, Son it too well. Behind, I can see the ball still an extra sort of 10-15 further than it ought to have. and that could make a hell of a difference. You know, that extra 10 metres of roll going to the boundary.
Comes Lord again to Budinger. Straight back down the ground, and that is a gorgeous shot from Sol, appreciated by everyone here at Kip. That was a beautiful shot straight back down the ground.
Another fine example of good timing. The pitch seeming like it's playing perfectly well, and he didn't really follow through on that shot there. And again, I mean, I've mentioned the outfield 3 or 4 times already, but that's raced away. That's picked up pace as it's gone past the bowler, which is great signs for us as viewers, really.
Sol Budinger then now with 3 boundaries to his name. Looking to add another one here as Lord comes in. That one sort of wrong-footed, Budinger there.
Seemed to go away with the angle from over the wicket with Rob Lord. Again, Sol half pulling his hands away from it, just holding the line of the shot. He's very good at that, Sol. I think he doesn't poke at too many balls as the season goes on. You know, the more balls he faces and the more bowlers he sees, he seems to pick them lines pretty well. Even though he looks like he's playing at them, he sort of plays inside the line and pulls his hands out of the way.
Fourth ball of the over coming up now. And it comes up nicely on the bat again for Budinger, but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball.
It's perfect length really for one-day cricket, I think, with a pitch with good pace. I think we'll see as the game goes on, the bowlers and the batters assessing the pitch and finding out what game plans are going to work. And I think Rob Lord's been pretty good so far with his length and finding out where it's going to be dangerous for him to bowl into.
Penultimate ball of the 4th over. Budinger again lets it go through to the keeper. Good line left. Some Providence. Some teammates are having some day, Roman.
Yeah, big Trev. Liam Travascus walking past with that more local, and Dave Whitmore lives up the road from Kibworth. Seems like they've just been to the nets. I'm going to get a in Benny Mike. No, you're not saying hello.
Ben once hello to the people, but Ron Walker lost all of the weather below. It goes through harmlessly to the keeper.
So again, sticking to strength, he's very good on that shot, on the pull. The ball just seemed to bounce a little more than what he was expecting. I love the intent. I've seen the intent in McCurdy for Sol, someone like Sol who's naturally pretty aggressive. I mean, he grew up in Australia on fast bouncy pitches, so maybe good game light and so much with a fast pitch. So he's cut and pull of Brett Hutton to carry on. And what we call that end? Name?
I actually don't know. We'll call it the top end for now.
We'll call it the top end.
Button bond, leg cut, it's a cut to perfect. Towards in. Third, lovely shot.
Yeah, forward. I'm not getting that music for that one. Big Rob Lord's going to have to go and fetch that one. I think it might have gone in the famous bush next to the pavilion where a lot of balls get lost at Kibworth. But seems to be found pretty nicely.
Nicely and quickly, and a lovely offer. Ian Holland.
Yeah, beautifully played. Just beat point to his left hand, really. I mean, it wasn't too far away from it. It beat pace more than anything. And yeah, lovely start.
Take the score up to 26 now as Hutton comes back in. Appeals, half-hearted appeals for an LBW, but I think that was a pretty obvious bat there for Ian Holland.
Yeah, better length from Brett Hutton there, though. Sort of challenging the front foot defence. I was stuck between saying forward defence and front foot defence then. I say forward defence of Ian Holland. Yeah, massive into a half appeal, but retracted pretty quickly actually.
I think they realised, like, even we heard it from over here. Third ball of the over now. That one almost drawing the edge there for Ian Holland. He again wanted to throw his hands at it, but kept it away at the last minute.
Yeah, it just took a step down the pitch there, presumably to take Brett Hutton off his length. As we know, if you let him settle, he can really run through a side, and it doesn't matter who he's bowling against, he can run through him. They're really trying to take him off his length early here. Dutchy, as you see him sort of creep forward in his crease there as well, just in his stance. He's giving himself a few extra inches at the crease.
Hutton comes in. He steps back now, Ian Holland, into his crease. I think you wanted to give himself a little bit more room there. You pointed it out very, very well there, Roman.
Yeah. So previous ball coming down the wicket, this ball he's gone very deep into his crease. Just trying to make something happen with Brett here. I think he wasn't far away from making it happen. You know, I think he just sort of mistimed it. He could have quite easily got it a bit higher on the bat and got a single into square leg there. But good batting from Ian Holland. He's got a very, very, very good cricket brain. So you'll see little things like that which really do work in the game.
In comes Hutton now again. Holland steps forward further out to the crease, defended it well. Meeting the length nicely there, Ian Holland.
Yeah, it's good bowling from Hutton. You know, it's not easy when batters are moving up and down the track, and he's managed to keep his length pretty consistent there. It's that fall he's bowled pretty changing balls to Dutchy.
Last ball of the over now. Flicked away over to the leg side boundary. There's a sweeper trying to get there. He's done well to get a hand to it. And the crowd applauding the good work over on that leg side boundary.
He's done really well there, Seach. I think as Seach run down on that boundary. Not easy to dive on these sorts of outfields. I mean, everyone will know how dry the weather's been the last few months on in the English summer, and the outfields are worse off for it. I mean, there was a few days of rain in the last couple of weeks at Kibworth, which seemed to have greened it up a little bit, but I can tell you now it's still dry, still hard. Nice to dive on, but he's done a fantastic piece of work there. Picked up the ball and lobbed it in. Kept it to 3, saved a run. At the end of that over, Leicestershire are 29 for 1-5.
Yeah, we'll probably continue on from what we're going to call it.
He's running into the wind, I mean, from where we're sitting.
Whether that's helped him out there or not, I'm not sure. It looked like it came off an edge there, an outside edge to us.
Yeah, thick out edge. It's nowhere to the point ring. See a lot of balls like that, very good balls sort of get singles down to really annoying the bowler. But it's good for Dutch. It's how he plays. He's a scrappy batter, you know. He self-confessed he just loves a scrap, loves a deflect and a nurdle. But I mean, I've seen him hit a ball as clean as anybody, so it shows you how good he can be.
Rob Lord with the wind, as you say. It's coming across the crease. An edge from Ian and Corey to second slip.
I really well bowled from Rob Lord. He's been very good in the 2 or so overs he's bowled so far. And yeah, Friday there, second, I think it's Freddie Can, who might get forward and get on the full and takes it on a half volley.
Give Ray need 4 boxes. As Lord comes to the crease again. Over the wicket. That one's edged again! And the diving right hand couldn't quite make the